Hello friends, welcome back to Law Creations. This is going to be part one of a small video series, kind of a tutorial on how I make my silicone molds, what I use, and things that work for me. There may be better ways to do what I do, but this is just how I do it. And over the past few months, my success for making decent copies has been very good. Just from a bunch of different things, the materials, and most of all because of a pressure pot. The pressure pot is, another tutorial for another day. You can find many tutorials on using a pressure pot in mold making in regards to your resin pouring on YouTube. That's how I figured it out. But I want to show you how I make my molds, and let's get started. I don't have good video editing skills, so I haven't really dabbled in that. So this will be in just different series, different videos, different parts. So let's get started. What do I use as my base? I use dollar store foam board. Simple as that. I don't peel the paper off. I leave it on because when I apply the super glue, if I was to apply it straight onto the foam, it would melt the foam. So I leave the paper on, and I make my I use that as my base. So I also buy cups at the dollar store as such, obviously for $1. So I buy most of my supplies at the dollar store. So I cut a piece per se like that, and I just take this piece and I put it on here and I trace out my circle. So that gives me my working area for my base, as you can see. So the nice part, what I'm making molds of here is going to be a G.I. Joe, a Hasbro backpack, I believe, from Hit and Run, and I have some Marauder accessories. So the nice part of making molds for these is they already have pegs on them. So the pegs I use as the pour holes when the resin, when the silicone cures. I'll pop these out, and it leaves the little peg hole so you can pour your resin. So if you can see how everything is kind of raised, if that will see how everything's raised. So all those pegs, when the silicone cures, I'll be able to pour my resin into. And that's how I'll apply the resin. Now, if they didn't have pegs, what I would have to do is take a wooden dowel, just a small piece of wooden dowel. And when I made a copy of this helmet, Marauder's helmet, I had to, you have to attach the peg to the helmet as such with glue, and then to the base, the foam core base. And that turns out to be your pour hole for your resin. So I avoid all that because these already have pegs. So that's what I do, guys. So I get my foam core and I use super glue, just simple old super glue. The super glue doesn't ruin any of the pieces. It just peels right off with the paper. That's the nice part using the paper. The paper peels off, and then you can just scrape it off your piece. And it's just regular old super glue, dollar store super glue. As you can tell, I'm cheap. But that's what allows me to, give some stuff away, because I'm cheap on my supplies, but it works. It works. But that's how I do it, guys. And then what I'll do is I'll just take some glue on here, and I'll secure it here like that. And that's going to be my pour box. That'll be my mold box. And if you can see it there. All the silicone will fill up. I'll go as high as the highest point of my my highest mold, my highest piece I want to mold, and there it is. It'll be a perfect. It'll be a mold. It'll be a nice mold that I should be able to get pieces out of. But we're gonna see. So we're doing this from start to finish. So let me go ahead and attach this to here. I won't bore you with that. I just wanted to take the time to show you guys exactly what how I start making. First, I get my pieces. Just a quick review. I get my pieces. I get my Dollar Tree foam board as my base, and I glue it. If they don't have pegs, you have to make yourself a peg and apply it so you can have a pour spout. So, and then I'll just come and I'll glue that there, and I'll mix my silicone next, and I'll fill my mold box. So stay tuned for a video 2, guys. Let me just let me pause it here, and thank you for hanging in there and watching this quick tutorial. Okay, thank you.